What's happening, people? Dan Lawless here, West Ham Fan TV, filling in for Scott for this week's big match preview for West Ham versus Tottenham. I'm a bit ill, caught a bit of the old flu bug or whatever it is. That's why I'm all, hoodie and hat and all of that business. And speaking of the hoodie, that's one of our very own bits of merchandise. You can get all our merchandise, t-shirts and hoodies and that, and jumpers for the winter. We have got a sale currently on. If you click the link in the description down below, 25% off. You just put in the promo code Irons, 25% off, the actual symbol for percent. Irons, 25% off promo code. You get 25% off all of our items. So do check that out. And if you're going to support my other channel, if you could do that, that'd be great. Dan, Damo and Jace, I'll put a link down below as well. If you guys could subscribe to that. We're trying to get to 1,000. It seems like a long way away, but we're trying. Weekly podcasts. We have a lot of fun. Don't take us too seriously. It's all good fun. But let's get that out of the way. Look, it's a big game this weekend. It is a big one. I mean, usually West Ham versus Spurs is always a big game. It's always one we look forward to. As much as they blabber on about it's our cup, it's your cup final, your cup final. It's just a London derby at the end of the day. And look, they like to beat us as much as we like to beat them. It's just obviously they're going to downplay it when we beat them, and we have got a quite good record against them. As of late, we turn up for Spurs, right? We turn up because they know, it's a big game. It's a big deal. The London derby, especially West Ham Tottenham game. And that's going to be the indicator, because if we don't turn up against Spurs, something's wrong. But it's also, as well, like there's this whole thing that's going to be overshadowing it, the whole Jose Mourinho thing. They sacked Pochettino, got Jose Mourinho in straight away. Now he's going to be in charge against us, basically, for Spurs, which is, it's a tricky one. I don't know, how to feel about whether it's going to give them a boost. I mean, this is the thing. Usually when a team isn't doing so well, they sack their manager just before they play us. It's so typical. Then they go have that little bounce. So it's going to be interesting to see if they have that bounce. Now, on the plus side, with the Mourinho circus, that is going to be following them, and it's all about Mourinho. The spotlight and the pressure is on Tottenham to do something. The pressure's on Mourinho and pressure's on Tottenham. It takes a little bit of that spotlight and a little bit of that pressure off of us and Pellegrini. So that could definitely play to our advantage. We've got Roberto in goal. Apparently, that's the talk. That David Martin is only a training ground keeper. So apparently we've got Roberto in goal, which is a big worry. All this talk about getting behind him, and Pellegrini came out and said everyone get behind him. I think criticising him isn't the same as not getting behind him. We can all be worried about having him in goal. Obviously, on the day, we're going to go and support the team. Obviously, we're not going to boo Roberto. We're not going to give him no ironic cheers. Let's just hope that, he's had a kick up the arse and he performs like his life depends on it on Saturday. Few boosts on team news that Antonio and Noble have been working all week, have been training all week, and haven't had any problems, which is great news, since both real key players in this fixture. Antonio scored the first ever goal at their ground, and Noble, he's always one of our best players in this fixture. He knows what it means to the fans. He knows how important it is, and he puts the shift in. So Antonio's been out a bit longer. Maybe have Antonio coming on as a sub, and if we can start Noble, I would definitely start Noble. We need a bit of that grit, a bit of that steel in midfield. We're going to need someone to fight. It's going to be interesting to see how they play. Obviously, Mourinho gets accused a lot of parking the bus. He said he's seen the light or whatever. He's got this new philosophy. It's going to be very interesting. Look, we know that teams, if they hit us on the counter attack, or they hit us quick, put us under any sort of pressure, especially with Roberto in goal, and just keep pelting that goal space, we're going to be in trouble. I don't think Pellegrini is going to play any differently. So, it's going to be an interesting one. If, however, they allow us to have a little bit more possession, then I think that will work to our advantage. If we end up having more of the ball, we just need to bloody try and create some chances. That's what we need for Aller. But it's an interesting one, because a lot of time as well, when there's a big high pressure game like this, it's like Mourinho is more worried about not losing than he is winning. So, we've seen it when he's brought Man United to the ground in the past. It's like he was playing for a draw. So it's going to be interesting to see that if he does focus on, it's his first game, it's the London derby against West Ham. Is he going to be focused and concerned on, don't lose? Look, if we can get a point, we get a point. It's a good result. That's going to be an interesting one. For Pellegrini, the pressure is on him in terms of from our fans. Maybe not so much the media and all of that, but we want to see something here. We want to see a response. We want to see some fight. I don't think that his job is dependent on this fixture, but the next few fixtures after that are crucial. So this is a chance for him to turn around. I don't think if we win, it takes everything off, but it gives him a little bit of breathing room. It sorry, it stops the everyone sort of puts their axes away and pitchforks and that just for a little bit. Keep the fan, buy him a little bit of time. I think if we win this one. So yeah, we'll have to see. I say I'm looking forward to it. This is probably the least confident I've been for this fixture, for a West Ham versus Tottenham game. Obviously, like I said, the positives that I mentioned are there, but it's all speculation whether that's going to be the case, if that pressure is going to, on Mourinho and on Spurs is going to work in our favour, or it's going to spur them on for, literally no pun intended. Yeah, it's hard to know how this one's going to go. I know, listen, Scott, when he does these previews, I'd be watching this, Scott, when he does these previews now, he doesn't like to do prediction in case he gets them wrong. You got to do it, Scott. Just put it out there. What's the worst that could happen? I'm going to go, come on, let's have it. Let's have a 1-0 West Ham. Let's have a 1-0 West Ham. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals in it. Look, with Roberto in goal, that's a bold statement. With Roberto in goal, and they've got Kane and Son. So it's just by the sheer fact of, look, I'm going to go for us to win, but we're not exactly, banging in the goals. So a 1-0, and if, like I said, Mourinho's more concerned about not losing than he is winning, then it might be one of them, and we can just bring on Antonio, let him get a goal off the bench like he did at the Hare Ground. I'm pretty sure he did come off the bench in that game, and he can recreate that wonderful celebration. So let me know what you guys think down below. Like I said, I am a bit ill, so if I've missed anything out, do let me know about it. I will be on TalkSport. If you're watching this before 11 p.m. on Thursday, I'll be on TalkSport at 11 p.m. If not, I'll be posting the replay. You can check out my Twitter, or I'll post it on YouTube or something. And you guys can check that out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, check out our t-shirts. Check out my other channel. New podcast is up today. And bloody hell. Yeah, I'm a bang on the lem sip. And apart from that, one thing left to say. Come on, you irons.